Before the technical training can start, a cadet must first learn English, the international language of aviation and the language of the flight line. The new TSI School of English is one of the largest language training schools in the world. The facilities rival those of the best of universities, and the latest techniques, including video, computers, and language laboratories, are all integral to its training program. The cadets then move on to the sciences and study mathematics, physics, and electricity. Again, they benefit from practical, hands-on instructions provided by experienced instructors. Computers provide the opportunity of self-access learning, and cadets are taught study skills and how to work independently on individual computer-assisted learning assignments. Each cadet has to achieve the required standards before continuing with the next stage of his training. In addition to academic skills, they are provided with comprehensive aptitude tests to accurately assess to which specialities they are most suitable. There are more than 46 specialities taught in the TSI, and whether they are assigned to specialized training in aeronautics, weaponry, air traffic control, or mechanics, the teaching facilities are among the best in any technical college. Always the emphasis is on learning by doing. The TSI is continuously developing its own courses, and the practical training aids give the cadets the experience they need in handling specific equipment. Around 3 years of study, practical experience, and examinations end in graduation. Over the years, hundreds of cadets have, through hard work, attained success. By the grace of Allah, the Technical Study Institute will continue to be a vital element in the maintenance of the Royal Saudi Air Force, a force for peace, serving the Almighty Allah, King and country. Today, by the grace of Allah the Almighty, the Royal Saudi Air Force possesses many different types of aircrafts, for it has the ability of performing important tasks with all the speed, flexibility, and efficiency. Thus, we find that the frontline attacker planes, along with the interceptors and the strategic reconnaissance aircraft, were chosen according to the standards that were needed, as well as the nature of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in regards to factors like area and climate. Among the aircrafts the Royal Saudi Air Force possesses, you'll find the large cargo aircraft that are dedicated for transporting soldiers, military equipment, and special supplies to the armed forces. However, the Royal Saudi Air Force did not limit this aircraft to military tasks only, for we see its use in humanitarian efforts, like transporting aid that is donated by the custodian of the two holy mosques government to the poverty-stricken countries and the countries that have suffered from natural disasters and are in need of this aid. In a bid to continuously extend our fighter jets' ranges, which in turn gives a strong and effective deterrent force, the jets are refueled by air, allowing them to reach further distances away from their base. The ability to refuel whilst in the air is considered a practical and material proof to the skills and capabilities earned, as well as the confidence that our Falcons enjoy. As for fortifying the range of stationary radars, this is done by connecting the early alarm planes, AOX, to the command center via a ground station. And this connection can be made with one or more command centers from different sectors. Modern aircraft can be resembled as mobile hurricanes, equipped with various highly developed weapons. weapons that can be aimed at numerous targets, whether they are mobile or stationary, on land or at sea. These assaults could be in the form of solo attacks or a part of support for another sector of an armed force, so it is imperative that a pilot masters the use of such a weapon. The tactical aircraft in the possession of the Royal Saudi Air Force has the aptitude to perform aerial defense operations as well as attacks, and the targets for these operations are fixed or altered through the Air Force Operations Center according to the desires of the commander of the operations and his aides. The Command Center for Sector Operations is in charge of overseeing all aerial missions, to update information and send them to the aircrafts and their base. All the advanced bases across the country work with this command center in order to keep the Royal Saudi Air Force more efficient and flexible when conducting missions. Regularly scheduled flight sessions are held where pilots are to conduct difficult maneuvers on the aircrafts. This comes as a bid to keeping the performance of both the pilots and aircrafts at an all-time high. These sessions are held on different standards. Some are held on the standards of one of the bases, while others would be held on a joint Air Force base. Furthermore, some sessions are held by the Royal Saudi Air Force with the involvement of ground forces as well as naval forces and air defense forces. Needless to say, the Royal Saudi Air Force, like the other sectors of the armed forces, enjoys a large amount of concern from the custodian of the two holy mosques, where he oversees some demonstrations held by the pilots and staff of the Air Force and meets with them to learn of their welfare. The custodian of the two holy mosques also joins his sons, the Air Force staff, in their celebrations. He is seen here writing on the aircraft, "In the name of Allah, may Allah protect you." These words signify an attachment to the Islamic religion and its true law that this country assimilates by viewed applications in all its aspects.